Every year they tell me, you have to go to Morocco, you have to go to Morocco. So, and this year I was finally able to go.
Già avevamo problemi con i documenti del furgone. In più, all'ultimo, pure non mi arriva il passaporto, perché a me mi deve arrivare il 17-18 dicembre, non mi arriva. Comunque poi alla fine decidiamo di andare lo stesso. E praticamente io il porto non l'ho visto, neanche la frontiera né niente, perché giustamente per passare mi sono nascosto nel lavandino, quello là.
I've heard that there is always a party on New Year's Eve in Morocco, but where and which sound system, I had no idea. We had to drive straight to the New Year's party, but it was my first time in Morocco. Every corner we took, I was thinking, fuck, we have to stop here.
Our goal was the New Year party, because that's always a nice moment to meet other travelers, and yeah, of course it's nice to have a nice party New Year.
It was middle of nowhere, very small village we had to pass, and then it was a dirt road. And we didn't see anything for some time, and then at one point we saw some trucks in the distance, and there was the party place. There were already quite a lot of people.
Niente,
sì, vicino ai villaggi berberi che abbiamo avuto modo di conoscere, anche perché venivano anche loro a ballare,
claro,
incuriositi giustamente da noi, surreale, bellissimo.
Amazon found the best place ever, an amazing place for the party. It was fucking awesome, a lot of caravans, a lot of culture, a lot of people, Rastaman everywhere, a lot of hippies. It was so fucking awesome, the best New Year in the world.
Because we met the people from No Borders at the New Year's party, and they were doing some documentary things, they were visiting some festivals. And because I also wanted to do more than just sit around, see nice sand dunes, see the sea, we thought it would be nice to see what kind of plans they had, what kind of ideas they had to do here in Morocco. So we contacted them and we met up with them. And so the first experience I had when we met up with all these Italians, so we came there. A lot of dogs, everybody screaming in Italian, police surrounding them. We were kicked off the place straight away.
We ended up in a parking place next to the beach, got sent away by the police. Went to another parking place, be there with inlands, and then police came again. So then the night after the party, we ended up like at a camping.
We slept the night and then we looked in the books, on the maps where we wanted to go. And so we saw this nature place called Akvenir. It's supposed to be a really nice place. We made the plan to go there and look from there. Turned out to be a really nice place, super cool.
Sembrava all'inizio della strada, però poi arrivando, no, figo, c'è tutto il lago, questo specie di lago laguna con quegli acqua salata, la vegetazione in mezzo verde, elicotteri, cose, abbiamo fatto giù in barca, ci sono le dune del deserto, proprio vero e proprio original.
Impressive again. This place, I've been there also 4 years ago and was already super impressive. I always say for me it's the place where the Sahara kisses the ocean, because the dunes really come from the east and arrive at the ocean.
I remember that day was really euphoric after a long walk through the dunes. And then, yeah, Rodi put out his drums and stuff, and everybody went so enthusiastic and started jamming and singing. And I remember I was super happy at that moment.
Yeah, so Rodi's road show. Yeah, it's like a show on the road. Can set it up everywhere. It started out, I started collecting a small set of speakers. And whenever there's a party, I just set up the small set. And from that, I started to think that it could be more than just playing records. It could be more interaction. So yeah, in Akvenir I just decided to take out the drums, and yeah, it happened so that a lot of the Moroccan people who were traveling with us liked to play the guitar, and so we had a small jam.
I guess you're about ready then, aren't you?
We're your friends. We're not like the others, man. Really.
No more of that talk or I'll put the fucking leashes on you, understand? Get in.
You have this nice group of people, and of course watching a film all together. Yeah, we all went there 4,000 kilometers or something to stay together under the stars and watch a movie.
Da qui le stelle penso non avrei mai vista così in tutta la mia vita.
Ciao ciao, see you later.
¿Qué tal, Mohamed?
Bien, alhamdulillah, بخير.
Bien. ¿Podemos venir, López?
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Podemos venir a pescar mañana. En una media hora nos vemos a tu casa. Vale. Gracias.
There was supposed to be this music and arts, urban arts festival in Gulmim. And so we went there to basically we followed Lucas from No Borders because he had his appointment with this guy.
We heard about this orphanage so we could bring the clothes. So that was really a nice goal to go to. And I don't really remember when we heard about the street festival. I'm not really sure.
is happening now. 4 years ago, you see a big change.
So the idea came to service to do a sort of a live jam session on the festival, and they were totally up for it.
So where do we
take this part or we
yes, this
next to it?
Ah, yes. We do it.
All right, guys, let's do this.
But I think mainly the thing that the people find most interesting and most appealing to the thing we did was that we were Europeans being part of their festival. We showing up with a truck all the way from Europe with our equipment to do something together with them. I think that was the thing that they find really nice, really interesting. Really, they appreciated it a lot, I think.
Cultural happenings like this, we love it. We are not borders. And the only border we have is the language. But the language we all speak is the language of music.
Well, it felt quite awesome that we could be part of it, and that we really felt like this group together doing something completely new. People were super enthusiastic, especially because it worked out so well when Rodi started to jam, and then immediately it sounded really good, and this guy with his crutches and Jalava started to rap, and it was immediately so amazing, and the crowd was went really crazy that day.
So yeah, that Saturday we drove to the sound system Amazon, who also did the New Year's party. We heard they were doing another party. It was in this oasis kind of thing next to a river. Beautiful, beautiful place.
We arrived from up the mountain and we saw the oasis, and we were so blown away by this view already.
Then you know you're gonna make a party in this super nice place and with some water. And then you saw this ancient souk with all the columns crashed down half and the arcs laying there, and this was really impressive. Yeah, we saw already in the Oasis party, like when the party was finished, that some French people were putting an air castle for their children there, which already looked quite funny.
Ouais, un souk abandonné, ouais. Ouais, exactement. Avec les hameçons qui avaient posé un peu de musique et tout ça. Et en fin de compte, ils avaient posé cette musique-là, on a commencé à mettre le château gonflable là-bas. Puis ensuite, le village qui était au-dessus, on a été voir les gens du village, ceux qui géraient le village.
Le caïd.
Pour leur proposer de faire cela, pour mettre le château gonflable, les rétroprojections, offrir des jouets pour les enfants à l'école, quoi. Donc organiser ça dans l'école.
Un gros merci au Bréco, l'anabolique qui ont ramené le château gonflable, qui nous fait partager toutes ces choses. Gros singe en l'occurrence, qui a fait énormément de choses, pour tout ça.
Et qui a géré quand même beaucoup ça.
Qui a géré tout ça, qui a géré avec les caïds et tout. Et merci à lui parce que c'est grâce à lui qu'on a pu, qu'on a pu partager tout ça, quoi.
You can give she's mother also.
She's mother, it's timid.
So yeah, after this party, we were planning on going to Tough Road. We went to the Painted Rocks. It's this area next to Tough Road. It's known for its crazy rock formations, like big ass boulders stacked on top of each other. There was going to be this festival in Tafroud, organized by a Sigler company, this organization.
When we arrived, we did not really know what to expect, and then suddenly they said there's going to be a street rave, so we all go a half hour later all together to the city to announce for the cycle festival for the children.
وحديقة القلعة وألعاب أطفال وورشات عمل وألعاب أطفال البرج الانتحاق.
So we woke up and yeah, there were already the hula hoops out and the children were arriving, and quite spontaneous. We had a whole chat area, and yeah, they could make paintings, which they were really excited about. And the No Borders put all the paintings on the trucks, and children were really proud of it, I think, and they were super excited. It was something was going on. So yeah, it started with hula hoops and then with dress-up clothes, and the children really wanted to wear the masks and wigs, and it was so funny. They had such a good time, and they started to feel super comfortable with us. In the end, so I had some girls telling me even that they love me and gonna miss me, and coming in my truck and climbing in my bed and feeling completely at home.
All the children in the place. Let's go. All the children in the place. Let's go. All the children in the van. Let's go. All the children in the van. All the children in the van. Sit.
Sit! 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 Perfect! 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 Hey, look here!
And because we were there, Lucas was gonna do this interview with the people, talk to them that we have this also this possibility to do a jam session, because there was gonna be some performance of some people, you know, some DJs that were gonna play, to have some more interactive kind of things next to the games and everything, to also make a sort of jam session.
It was really nice playing the drums, and some Moroccan guys could jam there, and yeah, also traveling people. So it was again a nice mix-up of Moroccan and European people. And with the time there was a real line of people holding hands and dancing together to the music. So this was also a really nice connecting moment.
Il festival in sé è molto bello, cioè è stato interessante avere la possibilità di stare più giorni con gli stessi bambini, e, no, che, insomma, crea un rapporto diverso che non incontrarli, magari passarci qualche minuto, invece erano gli stessi bambini che abbiamo incontrato per diversi giorni, e niente, abbiamo improvvisato un po' tutti, no? Ci siamo improvvisati animatori del festival, e no, quello è stato divertentissimo. Abbiamo ancora tutti i disegni dei bambini.
La porta, la porta! Ehi!
Directly after this festival there was this party of Amazon Sound at the Painted Rocks. So yeah, we went there, and there were already a lot of people there, but also arriving, and they had a really stunning place between the Painted Rocks where they put up the sound.
Of course they made it special, this trip, also with this, because of course we are up for parties and they were really doing it.
The Amazon party was finished, and we had, I think, 2 days, 3 days rest we could take.
We looked on the map which places we wanted to go after, and we found out that south of Tafraud would be the best place to go, because the temperature would be a bit more up there.
never been to the real desert before, so I was really looking forward to see a real dune.
Yeah, I thought it was a good place to go again, but everybody was so excited also to be there.
Yeah, of course. To see the Sahara is really something special, and to go directly with your car, which is not a 4x4, and park next to a dune of the Sahara. And then when you walk up the dune, you have this view of all these little dunes, and with the sunset, it makes really an impressive
And the
shape.
lights of Mamit in the distance.
Spettacolo. Non è ancora deserto ovviamente, però inizia il deserto. Noi eravamo proprio sotto la grande duna. Salite sulla nostra duna, vedevi tutto.
Eating some traditional Moroccan noodles.
For me, a very big difference is that we're also traveling with Moroccan people. Because we have already almost 2 months a few Moroccan guys.
So good. Before we are 3 caravan, and now we are 7 with new friends, a lot of new friends. Every place we go, we can make everybody happy, and we was like a family. Everyone, now like a family.
Peace and feel happy.
We sharing all the things. We
Like
can
we
be
know
alive
each
a lot
for
of
a
time
long time.
with a little bit of money, but everyone is happy here.
So yeah, their energy makes this trip really special. And of course, it's also a different group of other people that I met, which is again super nice connection. People you never met before.
Yeah, it was really super more intense travel with everything what happened, and especially the social part, to be really to get really connected to the Moroccan culture with the festival in Gulmim and the cycle festival in Tafraout. Yeah, so to do really something for the country, and of course to get so much back made it for me super special.
Yeah.
A me, cioè, quando ho viaggiato da solo, mi sarebbe sempre detto, mica sarebbe meglio viaggiare in caravana. È vero che magari ogni tanto te vuoi stare per i cazzi tuoi, però fondamentalmente penso che sia meglio, crei tipo una piccola famiglia.
Traveling with this group was truly amazing experience, because the people I'm traveling with really made an effort to get involved in Morocco instead of just being at places and just looking at them. They really got involved, so I had a really good experience in what Morocco is, who the people of Morocco are, how life in Morocco is. And next year I would love to travel with the same group of people, and then instead of meeting them here already, have a sort of plan on what to accomplish here in Morocco or maybe beyond Morocco, and take it up a notch from the experiences of this year.